Good morning. It's hot and humid here in Mumbai. So, it's going to talk about the experiential learning which I had from my childhood days as an athlete and recently which my father had experienced. And I had made two videos regarding the same thing, one in the month of Feb and one in the month of March. First, regarding the importance of electrolytes and earthing, continuously earthing 24/7 as much as you can, and the importance of the balance of electrolytes in our body and the repercussions it has. And second one was the video was regarding the low level of sodium in our body, especially in Southeast Asian and African countries where I developed a cyst, and with earthing and the patches it got cured totally with no antibiotics. So coming to the point out here is, I always had that question, why is it that gym goers, everybody says that they are like totally fitness freaks and everything, and they're really working out and they're in good shape and all, and they just, crash and pass out at the gym also, so many of them. So seeking those answers is first is when I remember as an athlete, our coach used to never allow us to have water, much of water during our training and immediately after training also. He used to just say, not even drink, he used to just say, take the water in your mouth, rinse it and take it out. And second thing he used to do is, like, just before the event, we used to have Glucon-D, he used to give it to us in our palm and we used to lick that. And another most important, he used to take oranges, we used to take the slice, roll it in iodized salt, okay? And he used to say not to eat it, he used to just say suck that juice. So these were the memories which I had, and we used to also say, we are so thirsty, sir, we want to drink water. He said no. So seeking those answers and regarding the earthing which we used to do that time, because on natural surfaces we used to run, train and everything, and now everything has become synthetic. And with the synthetic sole shoes, where there's no connection with the earth, especially for the gym goers or even the marathon runners who are not connected with the earth even during the training time. The answer which I got now with my dad's latest incident was the incident which took place in Feb. The sodium level had gone so low that it was nearly a stroke that he had. And recently he had a similar situation and his BP shot up and we took him to the hospital and it wasn't coming down. So there were a lot of other factors, and then we finally realized that because he was earthing from the month of December and he continuously earthed on the earthing sleep mat with the earthing elite pillow cover, and my mom, she put, when he was uneasy, he had heavy chest pain and lower back pain and heaviness in the head, she immediately put the patches on his chest. But what happened was, what was not being tracked was the electrolytes, and the sodium level had gone down to quite an extent. To cut the whole story short, is what the doctors actually told me, the cardiologist, while during discharge, was that these days, especially post-COVID, this is what he has observed at the hospital, people's sodium levels and electrolyte imbalance is quite a bit, which is leading to brain strokes. Number two, which is leading to diseases like Parkinson's. And third is, like, people are getting seizures and convulsion fits also. And it is affecting the kidney. So these are his observations which has taken place. He says, I don't know what the fad has become of eating Himalayan pink salt completely. He says we need to eat normal white iodized salt to give that balance in our body, to increase that sodium level, and have electrolytes, and have your coconut water. You can add a pinch of iodized white salt. So these were all the learnings that took place during his stay. But one thing what I did was, when he had got his scan done, fortunately nothing was there. But his hands were shaken. We diagnosed that yes, it could be symptoms of Parkinson's. And I'm sharing this because I want people to know, that it's so important to get your electrolytes checked, and earthing, how it is a life savior. So I immediately quietly put a patch on his hand, and the trembling and shaking stopped within 10 minutes. Got him into the room, and there I took the normal universal mat, and I put a patch on his K1 point, and the BP also settled to quite an extent, It went too low or too high, and now it is settled. So earthing electrolytes is so very important in our lives that people are not realizing that even the gym goers who are there, this is either it is because of sweat, it is dehydration, excessive stress, sweat and urine, passing of urine, or it is overhydration when people say that it's summers you must drink at least 2 to 3 liters of water. Now with dehydration, what happens, your sodium is incomplete, and with overhydration there the fluid is diluted, right? And then this leads to illnesses, and exercises are not able to perform, you're not able to perform your exercises well. So this is the whole experiential learning that I had, and it took me back to my school days, where yes, we were not having excessive water during training. The quality of water, like I had put up this with Clint Ober had said in the Zoom meeting which we had, and I put it up on my Instagram also, that it's the animals who drink mineral water, flowing water, The quality of the water is very important. How much you take in, and checking your electrolytes is very important. People are now taking exercises in their own hands, and they're not checking their electrolytes, or they're over consuming plain water which is not alkaline, and therefore there's an imbalance also. Which alkaline water, what happens, it helps you to absorb your potassium, magnesium and sodium better. So, all these factors, especially post-COVID, what the doctors told me at the hospital was, people really need to look into this matter, and they're having many cases regarding brain strokes and youngsters. So this is what I want to share. So it's there also in the published medical central, in which if you type on Google about rehydration, a similar case is there, in which overhydration or dehydration leads to the type of illnesses, and some of them are irreversible. So take care and balance your electrolytes, especially in elders. It's so important. I have heard from so many of my friends after my father was admitted that their relatives who are aged, and so many of them passed away because of very low sodium, and they did not know it. So, and they say that it's like, it runs in the family. It's not only running in the family, it is a body which is not connected to the earth will not be earthing, and the immunity doesn't become strong. And this is the point I want to make was, touchwood, with all the episodes which took place, although my dad had an open heart surgery in 2010, and because he was earthing, and my mom put patches on his heart when he was feeling that chest pain and everything, and on the K1 point, touchwood, nothing happened to his heart and other organs. It was only the sodium which actually which was low. And yes, potassium had to be also managed. Potassium sometimes went low. So with earthing, what happens, everything just takes, it becomes better, immunity is better, your balancing naturally takes place with the correct medication and observation, that what is happening to your body. That's very important to listen and just understand it. And with earthing, 100% I can now vouch for that. It really helps to save a life. So take care and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.